Hi everyone, welcome to Kitchen Garden Therapy. I think now I figured it out and this is going to work. Let's see. Yes, I'm live. Finally, I figured it out. Now let me know if you can hear me. Is the volume okay or should I adjust it? Awesome, thank you so much, Remy. Looks like you're the only one here. Welcome aboard. I'm so happy I finally made it to my first live. I was so nervous. It's one thing to be a guest on somebody else's show, and it's totally different if you have to host it yourself. Oh, we have LP here. Hey, hello there. Give them a second, they'll come. I hope so. I hope I'll have a few people here. So today I will do a giveaway since just recently I hit 1,000 subscribers and I'm so happy it happened. Congrats. Thank you so much, LP. Yes, it took me a year to get here and I'm happy that it finally happened. So I would like to celebrate today with you guys. Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to me. Every time I see somebody commenting on my videos, I'm so happy because at first, when I was just starting, I thought nobody would watch it. I was like, oh, maybe my family will watch, maybe my friends. But to see some strangers, people that I would never even meet in life, them coming over on my channel and watch my content, that's really exciting. You're out in the garden trying to catch up. Neglected seedlings. Oh, we all have some of those neglected seedlings. I still have a few peppers and tomatoes that I just have no room where to put them. And they're just sitting in those little tiny solo cups. And I feel so bad for them because most likely they will not be planted this season. But I don't have a heart to just throw them out. I gave away so many seedlings this year to my family and friends, but I still have left. As usually, I just overdid it with seedlings. I wonder if people have the same problem as me, overplanting. I always start too many plants from seeds. I think I have acres, but I have a tiny small backyard and I can't possibly fit too many things. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I always think of myself as a beginner. I don't know why. I've been gardening all my life, but there's always room to grow and learn new things. And there is so many things that I don't know yet. So I'm always trying to learn things. But of course, I do have some experience. So for those who don't know, I'll tell you a bit about myself. Who am I and where I come from? So my name is Slava, and I live in Chicago. I moved here 10 years ago from Ukraine. So I was born and raised in the country of Ukraine. I was actually born when it was still Soviet Union, but then it became Ukraine as a separate country. So I was growing up over there in a country kind of side, not in a city. We were living in a small village, about 1,000 people. So it was like a really tiny community. Everybody knew each other and everybody had a garden. So my parents had a big garden. I don't know how much it would be in acres, most likely around 20 acres of land, because we were growing all we ate. We grew a ton of potatoes. We grew corn, tomatoes, cucumbers, like everything we were eating. We would grow it in the summer and then we would preserve as much food as we can for the winter time, because the climate over there in Ukraine is kind of similar to what where I am right now in Chicago. Chicago is United States Zone 5, 5B. And in Ukraine, the climate is kind of similar. We have a harsh winter over there, and you can't basically grow in the winter because there's 2-3 feet of snow, and you have to make sure to grow everything you want in the summertime, and then preserve it for winter. So we used to do a lot of canning. So I grew up helping my parents garden and then preserve the food. And that's kind of what gave me that base where now, even though I'm just starting my own homestead, my own journey, but I do have that basic knowledge that my parents had passed to me. When I moved to the United States, I moved to a big city. So it was a big change, and I didn't have a land to grow anything in the first few years. As a new immigrant, you can't always have a house right away. So it took me a few years. But then once we bought our first home, it was 7 years ago in 2015, and I got my little tiny backyard. It's small compared to what I had in Ukraine with my parents, but it's mine. and I'm so happy that I still have at least a bit of land. Even when I was living in apartments, when I just moved to the United States, I was renting apartments, and I still had a few plants. I just couldn't live without anything green in my house. So I had like few pots of basil, mint, herbs. And then once we moved here, the first thing I planted in my garden was a grape vine. And from that, everything just started growing. I planted a few trees and a lot of perennials. So what I try to do is expand my garden every year, little by little, and just add a lot of different perennial vegetables and fruit, and then also grow as much annuals as I can. I have 2 daughters who like to help me with gardening. So my daughters are 12. The older one is 12, and the younger one is 8. And they enjoy gardening. And I try to teach them too, as much as I can. Let me just go for a second to a chat. Hello, little homestead by the beach. Thank you for coming. I'm happy there is a few people here. So today I will be doing a giveaway, and I decided to give away my merch, which I just recently created. So I did merch on Redbubble website. I saw Ram's Family Farm store on that website, and I decided to try it out too. So thank you for inspiration, Remy. So my logo is "Gardening is my therapy." And I also have a t-shirt like that. I don't know if you can see it. So on that website, I have a merch with my logo. There are cups, hats, t-shirts, water bottles, and stuff like that. And today, I will be giving away, for those who will win, will be able to choose one of these merch items. So it's either going to be a pillow with logo, tote, a mug, a t-shirt, water bottle, hardcover journal, hat, or baseball cap. So once I will announce who the winners are, they will be able to choose what they want to get as their gift. I decided to do it this way because I want people to have freedom of choice. I want them to get what they actually want, because maybe somebody will win a water bottle, but they don't need a water bottle. So I want them to be able to get things that they use on a daily basis. So if you want a t-shirt, you'll get a t-shirt. And in order to enter this giveaway, I made a video a few days ago, I think it was on Monday, where I asked you to answer one question. The question was what I am planting, because throughout that video, I was showing how I am planting different vegetables in my garden. So a lot of people had answered, and I wrote their names on little pieces of paper, and I put them in this bowl. But I also want to add people who are right now in the chat but haven't commented on that video, because I want you guys to also have a chance to win. Remy, I know, did commented. Gardening was goodie. Hi, hello. I will add Gardening was Goodie. I will add your name, and Little Homestead by the Beach also. I'll add your name so you can win too. Let me see who else. Okay. I add Gardening was Goodie. Now Little Homestead by the Beach. Okay. And who else is in the chat that haven't made a comment under that video? LP, I think you didn't comment over there, so let me add you. Okay, see, I'm adding your names. And who else? Sema JB25. Yes, let me write that too. Okay. I think I added everyone. Yay. All right, so let's do our first drawing. Let me pick the first winner. I'm going to mix them up. And without looking, I'll pick one. Okay. Let's see who it is. Who's the first winner? Oops, where's the camera? Okay, here. Kasila Fink. I'm not sure if I'm reading your name properly. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced it. But that's the first winner of our giveaway. So I am going to write down my email, which is kitchengardentherapy@gmail.com. I'm going to write it down in the description of this live stream. Once it's going to go on my channel, in the description, you'll find my email. It's always there. Under all of my videos, there is an email, how you can contact me. So please write, what do you want to get? Either you want a pillow, tote, mug, whatever you want from my merch store. Write it for me and also your address, and I will send the gift. So that was our first winner. Oh, we have two more people. Hi there. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Memes Breaks. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Hi, Tanya Ivanova. Thank you for coming in. We have 11 people now in the chat. Wow. I was thinking that nobody will show up, and now we have 11 people. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your support. It's exciting to have a live stream. I don't know why I was afraid to do it. It took me a year to have enough courage to actually do it. People are saying hi to each other. That's awesome. Thank you. So I was talking about about my background. I'm not sure if new people have heard it, but basically, to make it short, I moved from Ukraine to Chicago, and I was gardening on a big scale over there with my parents. Now I'm gardening on a smaller scale. I have a small backyard. Let me tell you a bit of things that I am growing. So I mentioned that I do perennial veggies and fruit. I also do annuals. And there is one thing that I concentrate my attention on, or I should say that I like growing the most. Some of you guys already know that I am an herbalist, and I grow a lot of medicinal herbs. So that's the thing that I like a lot about gardening, because not only you can grow food for yourself and your family, but you can also grow your own medicine. Of course, it's a very sensitive topic. A lot of people don't know much about medicinal herbs. They don't know how to use them. But on the other hand, I think most of the people do use medicinal herbs without even thinking about it. Like, tell me, who out of you, all of you, haven't had a cup of chamomile tea in their life? Or who haven't eaten mint with, I don't know, salad or sandwich? Both of these are medicinal herbs. We don't think of them that way because mint is also a culinary herb and a lot of people use it in their cooking. But if you have an upset stomach or other issues, or you want to calm down and unwind after a hard day, you can have a cup of mint and chamomile tea, and it will soothe you and like calm you down in the evening, make you ready to go to sleep. So it can serve both as food and as medicine. Mint in salad and sandwich. Yes, Ren. Yeah. My favorite way of eating mint is actually in the sandwich with feta cheese. So feta cheese, tomato, cucumber, mint. They go so good together. They're delicious. Feta cheese and mint are like born to be together. And also in salads, there is this famous Middle Eastern salad called tabbouleh. And in tabbouleh, they add parsley and mint in large quantities. And it's a great salad. I love it. So yeah, mint is awesome. One thing that is weird for me is mint chocolate. I know in the United States it is very popular. Like a lot of people love mint chocolate, but that's one thing that I don't like to have mint in is the chocolate. To me, that's kind of, I tried it, but it's not my cup of tea. So I would rather have mint in tea or sandwich, but not with chocolate. Is it a big weather change going from Ukraine to Chicago? No, it's the same weather. I would say there are years that the spring comes faster here than there. This year was the opposite. Like my dad, he already had started harvesting strawberries a week or two before I was able to have my strawberries. So sometimes it's faster here, sometimes there, but usually it's only like a week or two difference. Everything else is same. We can grow the same things there as here. Have you had any challenges growing things at your new home? Yes. One of those challenges is fig. I do love figs so much, like fresh figs, not dry. Dry figs, I don't like much, but fresh are so delicious. It's one of my favorite fruit. And I was wondering if I can grow fig in Chicago, and there are varieties that are suitable for cold climates. One of them is called Chicago fig. So I was like, yay, I can grow it. I bought two. One died. Then I bought another one. It also died. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to work on it, but I do want to have a fig. I've heard that you have to like insulate it for winter. You have to still cover it with something, even though it's called Chicago fig, but it's not that cold hardy. So maybe I'll have to buy it and have it in a pot and then bring it in. That's a lot of work though, and it's not going to grow to its full potential if I plant it in a pot, unless I choose a gigantic pot, and then I won't be able to move it in and out. So there are some considerations to take, and I will be trying again and again until I can grow fig. I would love to have a fig. So far, I have grape wines. I have cherry tree. I have quince tree. I have peach that's regular, and I have a dwarf peach. I also have a plum tree and a pawpaw tree. So pawpaw tree was one of those things that I have learned once I moved here. We don't have pawpaws in Ukraine. So when I heard about a tree that has a fruit similar in taste to banana and apple, like some people say it tastes like banana and custard. I know I've never tasted pawpaw fruit, but that's what people say. And I got so excited. I wanted to have a pawpaw tree growing. And that's why I bought the tree. I planted it. It's still small. It has a few years to grow and bear fruit, but I'm excited that I have it in my garden. Brampton Gardener is here. Hi, Rochelle. Welcome in. You just got in from a walk. Nice, awesome. It's a great day to have a walk. I don't know how it is in Canada right now. What's the weather there? Because we have a perfect weather today. We had a week of hot 100 degrees weather last week. And then yesterday it cooled down and today is perfect. It's like, I don't know, 75 or 80, which is awesome. I love it. And then tomorrow we're entering another week of hot weather. It's going to be like 90s and 100 degrees again. And to be honest, I don't really like hot weather. For me, perfect weather would be 75, 80. That's my sweet spot. But I know if I want my tomatoes and peppers to grow good and produce a lot of fruit, I need these hot days. Christine is here. Hi, Christine. Welcome in. So let me add a few of these new people to the giveaway. So those of you who are here from beginning, you know, I already did one drawing and this person won. So that's our first winner. We're going to do 2 more drawings. And then after that, I'll do 2 extra drawings. So we have 4 more drawings. And let me add Rochelle from Brampton Gardener. Okay, so I'm writing your names on pieces of paper and throwing them to the bowl. With those in here are the names of the people who commented under my entry video. Okay, who else didn't I write? I didn't write Christine. D, okay. Is there anybody else? Let me see. I think everybody else I wrote. Oh, Tanya Ivanova, I didn't write you. I'm sorry. Tanya, oh, you said your family love watching videos. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay, I wrote Tanya. And Craig, I didn't write Craig. Okay. And I forgot to say hello to you. I'm sorry. Hi, Craig. Okay, I added you. Everybody else is already in the list. So let me do my second drawing. I'll remind you that whoever wins will be able to choose one of my merch items, either a pillow, tote, mug, t-shirt, water bottle, journal, or a hat. And let me mix it up and do another one. High 70, tomorrow will be 91. Yeah, it's getting warmer there too. All right. That one, yeah. Let's see, who is the second winner? All right, here you are. Nemesis Breaks. And you are in the chat. I saw you. I'm Midwest too, Kansas, going to be a hot summer. Oh, you're from Kansas. Congratulations, you are the second winner. And since you're here, you can pick right now. You can pick what you want. There is a link to my store somewhere up in chat. Let me throw a link again into the chat so you can go on the website and pick what you want as your gift. Okay, so I just dropped a link and you can go and see if you would like to have a pillow or a mug or any other things with my logo, which is like this. Gardening is my therapy. That's the mug, and the t-shirt looks like this. There is also different colors t-shirt, different sizes, so you can pick and choose what you would like to have. And oh, you're here. Thanks. Thank you for coming here and taking a part in my first live stream and giveaway. That's That's exciting. We will do one more drawing from the thing, and then I'll do 2 extra only for those who are in the chat. So I have a couple of questions that I would like to ask you. Actually, let's do one now, and then we will do the 3rd drawing of the main giveaway. I have 2 questions that I would like to ask you, and whoever answers first will get a gift. Again, the same story, one of those gifts. And these questions are very, how would I say it? Not personal. They are for those who watch my content, those who know me, those who have been following me. They are not from a year ago or something like that. No, I've mentioned these things that I'm going to ask you. I have talked about them in the past few weeks. So the first question is, what mushrooms do I grow in my garden? I only grow one type of mushroom, so that should not be a hard question. I hope somebody will answer it. And I do talk about my mushrooms very often, I would say. Sometimes I think that people are tired of seeing my mushrooms in the garden. So again, what mushrooms do I grow in my garden? Whoever answers will get a gift of their choice. No, not cremini. I wish I can grow cremini, Rochelle. That's a goal. I would love to have cremini, but I don't think they are suitable for a backyard gardening. There is a ton of mushrooms that you can grow, but you need like a special equipment. You need to have these bags. I don't know what they're called. Wine cap, yes. Little homestead by the beach is a winner. Wine cap mushrooms, also known as King Stropharia. Those are the mushrooms that I have growing in my garden. I planted them last year in the spring, I think in April of 2021. And I just ordered a bag of spores, like it was mulch, like it was spore mulch. And you have to like spread it all around your garden, but you have to spread it where it is shady. So what I did, I planted it under my grapevines and under my trees, because that's where it's shady, and you need some, place where moisture stays, because that's what mushrooms like. I noticed that after like a big storm or a rain, that's when mushrooms pop up in my garden. So the first time I had my harvest of wine cap mushrooms was last fall. It was a ton of mushrooms. And then this year, I was waiting for them. I thought they will be coming in April or May, but I actually got my first mushrooms of this year in June, beginning of June. And I still have them. So even yesterday, I harvested some mushrooms. So from what I understand, they come in late spring and late fall. So that's like the period for, at least here where I am in Chicago. I'm sure in different locations it will be different times, but I recommend planting these mushrooms. They are delicious. They have a taste similar to cremini or portobello mushrooms, but I would say they are a little bit more strong in flavor, because portobello are very kind of bland, I would say. So wine cap mushrooms have a little bit stronger flavor, not as strong as porcini. So like, what porcini mushrooms, the wild mushrooms, they have a strong flavor. These are not as strong. You would use the mug every day? You love tea? Awesome. That's great. Then it will be yours. So after the show, you can email me your address. My email address is kitchengardentherapy@gmail.com. It will be in the description of the video. And you can email me and I will definitely send you a mug. You have mushrooms in the grass, Rochelle? I do too, but those are not the kind of mushrooms you want to consume. Those are not good mushrooms. Your boyfriend wants to do a pesto with them in near future. Nice. I've never heard of doing pesto with mushrooms. Oh, Des is here. Welcome. Welcome, Des. Hi. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is the first live stream I have. Hopefully not the last one. I was telling my husband and my kids that if I fail, if nobody shows up, this will be the first and the last live stream. But I'm actually happy there's 12 people here, and this is a blessing. I can't believe it's actually happening. Thank you for the comfrey video you posted. No problem. Thank you for watching. Yeah, comfrey is great. I actually so happy that I planted comfrey. It grows so fast. Like I just chopped comfrey last week so I can plant beans around. And I walked out today and it's already 1 feet tall. Like it grows like magic. I wish everything in my garden was growing like comfrey and mushrooms. Mushrooms also grow fast. So if you have a short patience and you can't wait long, plant mushrooms. Mushrooms grow so fast, especially after a good rain. They just, in one day, they double, triple in size. It's great. It's awesome. The more you go live, the more people will follow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I was really nervous about live stream because I only been a handful of times as a guest on other people's live streams, so I don't have that much practice of showing up on the screen. And as you all may have known, that in my regular content, in my videos, I try not to show myself that much. I mean, I did a few times here and there, but I'm not that comfortable to be on the screen. Of course, I can find excuses and say, oh, I want people to see my garden, not me. But I know it's just an excuse. I'm just shy, and I'm, trying to fight with it, and I'm trying to work on it. So I won't be shy. I think part of it is because English is not my native language. So I'm always having issues with my accent and with putting words in such a way that people will understand me. Usually I feel like I'm not communicating properly. I'm not delivering the message in a proper way. I don't know if that's actually an issue or people do get what I'm trying to say. Let me know in the comments if you understand my sayings, what I'm trying to say in my videos, or if I should work on something. Because when I moved here 10 years ago, I didn't know the language. I knew a few words. I learned English in school, but it was not on such a level that I could speak. So the first few years I was here, I wish I could go to school and learn, but I didn't have that opportunity. I had to start working right away because I had a little baby on my hands. My daughter was just 1 when I moved here, and I needed to work, and I was learning the English as I was working. My first job was a waitress in a restaurant, and I remember how hard it was. Poor people who were my first customers, they probably didn't understand a thing that I was saying, but because of them, I learned. And the more I worked and talked to people, the more I catched on English. And now I can understand people, and they hopefully can understand me. Des is saying, I would not be on 1K at 1K if there was a problem. Yeah, good point. I hope so. Remy says, my accent is beautiful. Oh, thank you. I hope it gets easier. I hope. Oh, we have Sylvia here. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. You hope do more? Yeah, I will try. I'll try to do more live streams. Maybe I'll come up with a schedule. I will see what time works better for people. I was thinking of doing it actually on Friday night, but there's already 2 people who I like to join. Remy's live stream is on Friday, and also Yogi Hollow Farm. They have their live stream on Friday, so I'm not going to do mine. I don't want to compete. And then on Saturday, Daz has his live stream, so maybe I will always do on Sunday. I'm not sure if that's okay with people. Let me know if Sunday works for you. Then I'll definitely be doing my live streams on Sunday. You only know English and you mess up someone. No, Des, no, you speak great. And I love the Australian, I don't know how to call it, accent, or I don't know. Can you say that there are Canadian, Australian, and in American accents? Or that's not an accent, that's just the language. I don't know. Craig is saying he would really enjoy seeing my face more in the videos. I'll try. I'll try. I even bought my first, what it's called, tripod. Yeah, the thing where you attach the phone and you can take it with you in the garden. So I bought that thing. I haven't used it yet, I'm afraid. But I'll try to do it this week. I'll try to mess with it and see how it works, because I want to be able to like be in the garden and film myself together with my plants and talk about it. Of course, it's more easy to hide behind the phone and just say whatever you want. I'm sure you all noticed that in the past, when I was just starting my channel, I was mostly doing voiceovers. Like I was just filming outside, but then I would come in and edit it, and I would add the voiceover. And I was actually writing scripts for myself. Can you believe I had like scripts all over, and I was trying to read it and trying to say it properly. I was so paranoid about making mistakes that every video, it would take me a day to produce from beginning to end, because I was trying to edit it and do a voiceover properly. And then I slowly started filming and talking in the same time. So now when I go outside and I show my garden, I talk as I go. And of course I do mistakes, but I think it's more honest, it's more real, because I say what I think right there on spot. It's not filtered out, it's not edited, and it's more better this way. I don't know. Let me know if you like my videos to be highly edited with voiceover, or you want me to do like a raw live kind of a video in the garden. Which one is better? Because I know there are people who say they don't want to watch non-edited because they value their time and they want everything to be cut out, all the bloopers and stuff. But I feel like, yes, what Des is saying, being real is very important. That's what I want to be. I want to be real. I want it to be as is, because a lot of people, when they see the garden that has been weeded and watered and all clean and perfect, and then the person who's talking about is also saying everything clean and it's all edited, some people may feel like, oh, I can never do that. People are better than me, so, and look at my garden, it's not perfect. And that can be discouraging for people. So I want my viewers to see that I'm not perfect. My garden is not perfect. There are weeds growing in my garden too. And we have to look at it as it is what it is. We try to do our best and let gardening be the therapy for us. That's my whole point of my channel, is gardening to be not stressful for us, but actually calming and therapeutic. So we can benefit physically from the work we're doing, from the food that we're eating, but also mentally, psychologically, we can also benefit from the garden, from the gardening work that we're doing. Both are good. Either way is okay. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Well, I will try to do more real ones. But then if I don't feel like, or something happens, or I want to talk about something that's not currently growing in my garden, then I will do a voiceover. So once in a while, with all my mystery plants. Yes, Rochelle, yeah. All right, I think we should do a third drawing, and then we'll do one more question for those who are in the chat. But let's do the last drawing, and let me see if I think I didn't add Des. Des, did I add you to the list or not? I don't remember. I think Sylvia is here because she commented under the video. So I wrote Sylvia's name in here, but Des I didn't write. So let me write him now and add to the mix. And I think everybody else is already in there. All right, let's mix it in and pick the third winner. All right, here you go. Tanya Ivanova, and she was in the chat. I'm not sure if she's still here. Tanya, if you're still here, you can comment and let me know if you heard your name. If not, then come back later on. So, as with the previous winners, you can pick and choose which merch you would like to receive with my logo, which is like this: gardening is my therapy. There is the link to the website on Redbubble, and you can see which merchandise you like more and pick what you would like to receive from me as a gift. And my email is kitchengardentherapy@gmail.com. It will be in the description of this video, so you can email to me at any time and let me know what you would like to receive. All right, so we have 3 winners. These are the names. And we also had one question over here that Little Homestead by the Beach answered, and that was about mushrooms. And I have more questions. So these are only for those who are in the chat right now. Let's see which one I should ask. Okay, are you ready? What jelly did I make this year so far? I did 2, but you have to answer just one. So what jelly did I make this year? And while you're thinking, let me see. Oh yeah, Tanya is here. Awesome. Congratulations, Tanya. You were the winner, number 3. So you can contact me and pick your gift. And Brampton Gardener, Rochelle, yes, you are right. Violet jelly. Awesome. Oh, and you also answered dandelion. So yeah, those 2 I had made. Violet and dandelion jellies are the only jellies I made so far this year. There will be more canning videos coming up once I get my produce from the garden. So I am planning to do a strawberry, but I haven't done that yet. Awesome. Thank you so much for answering. And Rochelle, you're the winner. So you can pick what you would like to receive. These are the choices. You can pick what you like. It can be the same as other people pick. It doesn't matter. And you can go on the link. You can click on the link in, I don't know if it's still here. Let me drop it again. You can choose what you would like to receive. If you want to get a t-shirt, you have to let me know what size of the t-shirt and what color. Don't hate me. I don't remember what I had for breakfast. Yeah, we all have our moments, Remy. Sometimes it just flies out of my head too, and I don't remember what I was doing yesterday. So the only way I remember things if I write them down. So I do like to take a lot of notes and try to document as much as I can. One thing I started doing this year that's different from my other gardening years is that I am journaling. I'm journaling like a lot. I have a few journals actually, and I try to write down what I had planted, not just carrots or tomato. I write down all of the varieties, and I try to, once it matures and I can harvest, I write down how it tasted. Did I like it? Did my family like it? Did it grow fast enough? Did it produce enough? Like all of the characteristics, because I want to be able over the years to have like a collection of varieties of each vegetable and fruit. And I would like to have like favorite varieties, I already do have a few of each thing, but I want to experiment more and try new things. Every year I try to get like, with tomatoes, I try to do like at least 10 varieties. So of course, with spinach, I don't do that many, but I try to at least one variety of spinach, new variety every year. So I can compare them and see which one works better in my climate, which one tastes better. And over the years, I would like to have like a list of favorites. You didn't do good with your journals last 2 years? You've been awful about it. I do forget too sometimes. Usually, I try to journal in the evening before going to sleep and just trying to, remember what I did that day. You have to go, Des? No problem. No problem. Kids are leaving for school. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Des. See you when you have your chat. You're not sure if your Malabar is germinating. Oh, Malabar spinach is so slow to germinate, and it takes ages for it to start growing. I don't know what's about it. It's maybe our climates are too cold for it because Malabar spinach is a warm, loving, hot climate spinach. But once it does take off, it grows so fast. I remember I planted my Malabar spinach last year in June, and it was so slow. But then in August, it blew off and it just covered my whole, I don't know if you remember, I have like a little tiny library in front of my house. And I had Malabar spinach growing on top of that library. And it was awesome. It covered it all. It had a beautiful pink blooms. And then they turned into little tiny berries. Unfortunately, those berries are not good. Like, they don't taste like anything. They're so bland, but they're pretty. They're very nice. And if you let them ripen and mature, then you can later save those seeds and plant them again. You're regretting starting soon? Yes, I start mine indoors. I don't know. It said to direct sow. I don't think on the package that I had it was saying direct sowing, or maybe it did, but I still started it indoors because I like to go against the grain. So I started my Malabar spinach, I think, in either February or March, because by the time I was planting it out, it was already this big. And as I said earlier, it grows very slow. Do they attract pollinators? Yes. Yeah, I've seen bees on it, so I guess they love it. You remember it was pretty? Yeah, it was so pretty. I love it. This year, I started it a little bit later than last year. but I did already planted it out. It's, I think, this big. I planted it in a different location than last year, so I don't know if it's going to like it there. I planted it by my grapevine, and I hope my grapevine will not shade it out. Because, you know, in May, when you're starting to plant all of your fruits and veggies, grapevines are so bare, like they have only few leaves. So you're thinking, oh, let me plant this here, let me plant that. But then in a month or so, grapevines are getting out of control and they're just like covering everything. So right now, there is a lot of shade under my grapevines, and I'm not sure if Malabar spinach will be okay with that. I may need to replant it, like dig it out and plant it. Maybe that spot by my library is since last year it was so great there. Maybe I should have planted it this year again, but I don't like to repeat myself. I don't like to have like same things over and over in the same spot. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not. On one side, you should be planting on the same spot, because if it grew well there, that means it likes the spot. On the other hand, the soil, you know, the nutrition in the soil, they say you need to do crop rotation. You need to rotate things so you don't deplete your soil. You have to make sure you plant, you plant in different parts of your garden. So there is different things. Maybe it will self-seed. Oh, calendula is shading out my borage. That's weird. Borage is usually so tall. Like my borage is definitely taller than calendula. But maybe your calendula started growing earlier, so it had a jump start, and the borage never had a chance to catch up. Yeah, borage self-seeds and calendula. They both self-seed like crazy. I actually didn't plant regular borage this year. I had volunteers all around. The only borage that I planted was the white variety. I don't know if you know, but traditional regular borage is blue with variations of pink. Like sometimes there's pink flowers on blue borage. I find it really interesting. It's nice. But there is actually a variety of white borage, which I ordered from Baker's Creek, and I planted it, but it's not blooming yet. My volunteer borage, the ones that have self-seeded themselves from last year, are already blooming. But the ones that I had started from seed and planted out, the white variety is not blooming yet. So hopefully it will. It has buds, so I'm hoping it will be white. They didn't lie to me. You just planted borage seedlings a couple of weeks ago. They'll catch up. You planted calendula in March. Yeah, that's why calendula is much bigger than borage. But if they were both volunteers, like they were growing at the same speed, or both planted out at the same time, borage would have been bigger. At least in my garden, borage is always so tall, I actually have to stake it because it's too tall. It's like up to here. But I'm short. So it's most likely it's not that tall. It's just because I'm 5 feet. This is your first year growing borage. Awesome. I'm sure you will like it. I know the whole plant is edible. Like the leaves are edible. I haven't tried the leaves because they have such a weird texture. They're very rough. They are like sandpaper. And I'm like, I don't think I want to try sandpaper. So I haven't tried borage leaves for food, to eat it. But borage flowers are so delicious. They are great. I love them. I throw them in my salads. I put them in my drinks in the summer. So borage is great for that reason. Also, I do dry up borage and use it as a medicinal plant. Borage is a great medicinal plant. It's actually best known as an antidepressant. So it's it's good to drink borage tea when you're feeling down, where you're not feeling yourself. Borage is great for that. You're excited to try them? Yes. Yeah, give it a try. Oh, thank you, Remy. Yes, hit those like buttons. It will help my channel a lot, I hope. So I forgot to mention that I did, as you all may understand, I hit 1,000, which I'm really thankful for. But I am not monetized yet. As many of you know, there are requirements. You need to have 4,000 watch hours. And I'm not quite there yet because I wasn't doing any live streams, and really few people do hit 4K before they hit 1K subscribers. So I think I am at 3,200 hours, which is not bad. Taking into consideration the fact that I was away from YouTube. I don't know if I think Rochelle might remember that, because I took like a 3 months break for winter. I was not doing anything on YouTube. I wasn't posting videos. I wasn't active at all. And that's probably why I don't have enough hours, because for 3 months, some people were still watching my old content, but because I was not making new content for 3 months, that was not enough to get to 4K. But on one side, I'm really happy I took that break. It was around Christmas time, so like November, December, January, I wasn't active on YouTube. That break was so needed after my first year on YouTube. I started last spring. I think I started in March or April of last year. And I was very active, trying to make my first year productive, on YouTube. But that kind of wore me out. I was so tired. I didn't know what to talk about. I was like out of ideas. I think I covered everything I knew in the first year. So I needed a little break so I can recoup and come up with new ideas, and and that was necessary. Oh, Kiki's here. Hi, Kiki, Urban Girl Gardening. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, you made it, and I made it, my first live. Thank you all for coming here. We have 16 people in the chat. That's awesome. 3 months break will hurt you, unfortunately, but live streams will do great for you. Yeah, I noticed that during that 3 months break, I was barely getting any views. Also, my subscribers were not growing. I think I entered my break with 300 subscribers. And when I came back, it was 3 something, like, I don't know, 350. So I barely got any growth because I wasn't there, and which is understandable. I'm not planning to take any more breaks, maybe a week, but that's it. I'm not going to disappear for such a long time. And once I came back after that break, and I started to be consistent and, making sure I publish videos every week, my audience did grow. So from January till now, I gained 700 subscribers, which is, I think, a good thing. I know everybody grows at a different speed. We all have our moments when we feel like doing or not feel like doing, and that's okay. So if sometimes I feel overwhelmed and I just don't want to go out and produce anything, but most of the time I am very inspired, and especially when I see people commenting and saying that this or that information from my videos helped them out. That's like that's a blessing, and I feel so encouraged to do more, because if I wasn't getting any feedback, if there was no people commenting under my videos, then I wouldn't know if I'm doing good or not. But when I see a feedback, when I see people coming And sometimes I see same people coming over and over, and that's like, making me feel like I'm on the right track. Kiki is saying that she took a break for 4 more months. The first month you got 70 new subs. It was harder coming back and regaining. Yes, yeah, definitely. It was hard. I think somebody came. Okay, I think we should do another question. So these are the questions for those who are in the chat right now. And these questions are with the content that I had made recently. So those who have been watching my videos are going to know the answer. And I already did 2 of these, and Rochelle was the winner of one of them. And I forgot who was the winner of the other one. But anyway, let's see if you remember what DIY fertilizer did I make recently, and I used it in my garden. So let's see if anybody remembers who knows what fertilizer I made. Anybody? Yay, comfrey tea. Kiki answered first. Sorry, Christine, Kiki was first. Oh, and Remy also knows. Well, Kiki, you are the winner. So I don't know if you were here when I was saying about what are the gifts. So this is the list of the merch that I'm giving away. There is a link in the chat to my merch store, which is on Redbubble. And I have a merch over there. I have a pillow, tote, mug, t-shirt, water bottle, hardcover journal, hat, or baseball cap. And you can pick what you like. So it's your choice if you want to have a pillow with my logo. So the merch has this logo on it, which says gardening is my therapy. And this t-shirt is also like that. You would love to have a water bottle. Awesome, great. Yeah, so it will be a water bottle that's going to say gardening is my therapy. I will post my email in, actually, Kiki, you already know my email, but for other winners, my email will be in description of this video. It's kitchengardentherapy@gmail.com. And you can email me your address, and I will definitely send you the gift. So that's awesome. I'm happy that, a lot of people won their prizes. I will do one more, and that's it. Let's see what my questions are. Which one I didn't ask yet? Okay. So the last question, last chance to win. Let's see who's the lucky one. What's new in my garden this year? I know it's a tough one, but those who watch me, they know what's new. There are a few new things that I'm growing this year, so I'm sure some of you will know. Also, you may name what's new that's not a plant, that's like a purchase or a gift that I received. That's a big hint. What is new in my garden that I just recently got? Or it can be a plant. It can be a plant that I'm growing new this year, or it can be something material, like a gardening related gift. Who knows? Yay, Christine. Yes, green stock. That's new in my garden. It was a gift from my husband. He bought it for my birthday. He asked me what I want, and I told him, I've been dreaming about this. So yes, green stalks I have 2 green stalks in my garden, and I'm so excited and happy that I received them. I love them so far. I have a lot of things growing in there, and love it. So Christine, you are the winner. and you've been here all this time, so you must know. You must know what you want. You can write down here, or you can email me and tell me what do you want to receive as a gift. Let me drop the link to the store again. And you can, Rochelle, you're jealous? Don't be jealous. You were also a winner. Yeah, this is a new experience for me to have a merch. I've tried having it on a different website, but they don't deliver throughout, like in different countries. And Redbubble delivers everywhere. It delivers to Canada, other countries. I know we have Rochelle from Canada, so she can get her gift from Redbubble, and there's no issues with delivery and shipping. If I picked some different store, then there would be issues. I would have to say only United States, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to have these limitations of the giveaway. Oh, you're jealous of my green stock. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll get one. Yeah, as long as you have that vision that you want to have a green stock, it will come your way. I also have few things that I really want to have in the future, and right now it looks like hard to get. One of those things is freeze dryer. I really want to have a freeze dryer. Of course, I have a small garden, so I don't know if it's justifiable, to have such an investment. Because, as you know, freeze dryers are expensive. It's not a dehydrator. It's a few $1,000s. So maybe it's not justifiable for a small gardener. But with everything that's going on recently in the world, prices are going up and everything. It's not I don't know. Maybe it is a good idea to invest. When I watch Yogi Hollow Farm, they have a freeze dryer, and I see how they preserve the food this way. It's awesome. I love it. So far, I'm doing canning as a food preservation. I try to do dehydrating. I have a small dehydrator. Also, I do freezing. So I have vacuum sealer, and whatever produce I get from the garden, I try to preserve as much as I can. By vacuum sealing it in little bags and then freezing them. Shipping costs as much as the green stock. Wow. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah, here, I think here in the United States, the shipping was free. When my husband was buying green stock, it didn't cost anything for shipping. So I wonder why the shipping is so expensive to Canada. That's weird. Yeah, now I understand why so many people, they want to have it, but they can't do it, because I wouldn't want to pay $100 for shipping. That's too much. Yeah, it's crazy. That's right. Yeah. Well, maybe one day they will change their shipping. Hopefully, a lot of companies expand their markets, and they try to cover different regions. I know the seed companies also, there is issue. Like sometimes I want to order seeds from Canada, but the shipping is so expensive. But I'm lucky enough to live in a big city, and we have a lot of garden centers here in Chicago, and they do have great variety of seeds. So not only I can order online, but if I can't wait, I need something now, I can always go to the store and buy it. We have great nurseries here. Yeah. All right, I think it's time to round it up. It was about an hour, which is exciting. I didn't think I can go for an hour. I thought I'm going to run out of words in 10 minutes. Thank you so much for being here with me. It was my pleasure to have you as my guests. And I will make sure to do more live streams in the future, now that I know how to do it, and I know you guys come in and support me. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. And happy gardening, everyone. Thank you. Bye.